lightning strike them for 7. Omewa Shinderu. So we draw 7 cards here. Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we are taking a look at our first Bloomburrow deck of the season, Creatureless Burn. It's been doing pretty well, or I, hit Diamond with it, so, you know, that's fun. So Creatureless Burn is built around essentially 2 primary cards from Bloomburrow, or they're really the enabling cards. Artist's Talent is great. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. This is really strong or surprisingly powerful filtering. It means that it is very difficult for this deck to flood when it has Artist's Talents down and firing. The level 2 non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast is really an important enabling thing. It is generically powerful for everything in the deck, or pretty much everything, but where it really shines or is relevant is with Playful Shove and Flick a Coin. Because if you make Playful Shove 1 mana draw card, that's great. It is, 50% more efficient. And if you make Flick a Coin a 2 mana card or a 1 mana card, that turns it into this extremely powerful instant speed, potentially Lightning Strike if you have the Artist's Talent up to level 3 or whatever. It's great. It makes these otherwise very mid to bad burn spells super punchy and powerful. And yeah, the level 3, of course, if Source you would control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or an opponent, etc., it deals +2. So all of a sudden, these bad 1 damage burn spells are, lightning strikes that make a treasure, or lightning bolts that make a treasure and draw a card, or whatever, which is great. That's kind of the top end goal, or the main plan of the deck that we're working towards. Supporting that, we have Season of the Bold, which is just a generically very powerful value piece. The primary modes we do with this are create a tapped treasure token, and then we do the second mode, the exile the top 2 cards. You may play them until the end of your next turn mode. We do that twice, and that helps us just tear through our deck, assemble, burn, or if the opponent is fielding a bunch of creatures, that helps us really dig pretty deep for Brotherhood's End or whatever. And yeah, we occasionally use the third paw mode that does damage to creatures, but it's fairly uncommon that is the most efficient mode of Season of the Bold for this deck. Other really important card for the deck is Virtue of Courage. The Embereth Blaze is fine, but not super relevant. It's just another burn spell. The big powerful thing is the enchantment for us, because Artist's Talent making the enchantment a 3 or 4 mana enchantment is great. That alone makes it better. And then the fact that it can draw us, say, an additional 5 cards off of an amped up Lightning Strike or something, turns it into this just incredibly powerful value piece that can essentially draw our deck. It means that if we have 1 or 2 Artist's Talents down and leveled up, and we have literally any burn and a Virtue of Courage, we can probably kill the opponent that turn. And that's cool and good. Rounding out the list, we have 4 Ren's Resolves just for more card advantage and to get through the deck. We have 4 Brotherhood's Ends just as a way to clear the board and not die to fast aggro decks or whatever. I had a few more sweepers in here, but the sweepers in red right now feel mostly worse than Brotherhood's End, so I ended up feeling like it was better to just dig aggressively for them versus running a worse burn spell. Part of that, refining that process, we have a random Koth in here, because it's Koth. It's the emotional support Koth. Koth, just another piece of spot removal that works with the deck. Bare minimum, the +2 grabbing mountains helps provide you fuel or easy discards for the first mode on Artist's Talent, and that's nice. And also just another thing that benefits from the cost reduction on Artist's Talent. And then, of course, we have very bog standard burn in Lightning Strike and Shock to, kill the opponent. They are much better at that when they're dealing, 6 Shocked is dealing 6 damage with 2 of these down and leveled. Aside from that, the mana base is pretty simple. I have some Fountain Ports in here. I honestly haven't used them that much, so if you don't have Fountain Ports, you can maybe just run 24 Mountains and it'll be fine, or sub in some Mirexes or something. You do you. Yeah, that's more or less the deck. If you like the deck, like the video. Like, subscribe, and etc. Consider supporting on Patreon, following the Twitch channel, becoming a YouTube member, using my card trader link in the description below to buy I don't know, there's links in the, you know. All that rambling out of the way, let's get on to some actual gameplay. Sure, we'll keep this hand. We have burn. And we have stuff to do burn with. Or... wait. Sentences. Help. We have burn, 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 and card advantage. I have no idea how we fare against a, like azorius control list? Okay, we get the Virtue of Courage into Adventure, so that's good. Demolition Field? On my fountain port? How dare. You fool, you're thinning my deck! No Blooming Blast in this. Maybe I should be... This is much more a list oriented around artistic talent. Where artist's talent. Artist's talent and making things like Flick a Coin and Playful Shove actually good. Control player going brrr. Normally I would play Season of the Bold. Here, however, that just resolves? Oh, okay. Okay, that's why that resolves. Yeah. I'm having a time, certainly. I think I've probably been more delirious or sleep deprived or whatever. I'm just, yeah, kind of recombobulate but to streaming mode. Good sentences, me. Good talking. Okay. We have a Season of the Bold that will be able to just kind of yeet at them. I wish we had an artist's talent. That would have been helpful. Okay. What are you again? Warrior? Non-outlaw creature. I mean, this doesn't matter, just pay 4. If they have soft counters, there's no, like, mana tithe in the format. But they're pretty creature-light, which is why I'm prioritizing spending the expensive thing. The expensive thing that can't go face versus the flexible stuff. Season of the Bold! XL top 2 twice, plus the treasure. This is going to be this is already a very slow game. Mm-hmm. Oh, Spell Pierce still gets us on stuff. Virtue of Loyalty is something. Are they going to try to resolve it this turn? I will shoot the knight. We can fiddle around with Fountain Port. I kind of just want to go for it again. Or do the other Season of the Bold. Hey, we get it. And it's bad. We hit absolutely nothing. Bit too high RPM. I guess it is kind of a lot. Silver Scrutiny for the opponent. Merp. Temporary lockdown. Oh no, my treasure and map tokens. This is a very... I don't think I've hit hard control yet playing this Creatureless burn deck. This is a very silly matchup, or just very, like, staring at each other. Oh, that's what you're doing, huh? We will skip straight to the adventure on Virtue of Courage. Okay. It will eat another Get Lost. That's kind of annoying. Although, we can slurp up the tokens with Fountain Port. That's not bad, actually. Oh, we're better than... We haven't drawn a single Artist's Talent yet, which is very annoying to me. But Artist's Talent is even better than City on Fire in this deck. Fountain Port, slurp up a map token, draw a card. Playful Shove, okay. Are you... Creature and Planeswalker. Okay. We should probably do this. Do this. Just a single copy? Never. No, so we can just, we should probably just chalk, actually. Because we can still do another Fountain Port slurp, and this plays around soft counters, whereas if we do... Haven Interrupter, hi! You're a great thing to Brotherhood's End. Or this is why this line is better than the other stuff I was looking at. So that's good, or like, we get... That all happens. Virtue of Loyalty for the opponent. Another temporary lockdown to get my lone map token. Sure. Artist's Talent, finally. Ugh, actually very cool and good that it dodged the temporary lockdowns. Deals that much damage, +2. Hup. Playful Shove. Deal 3 to the opponent's face and draw a card. Also, hey, this has been plotted so it's sorcery speed. Murex with the White Virtue. Maybe they haven't drawn it yet. Yeah. I don't know. I think they're probably more... Another Get Lost. My Artist's Talent. I think they're more reliant on the Restless Anchorage. Them hitting every, or like almost every Get Losts and 2 temporary lockdowns for all this stuff is annoying. Friends Resolve because it's the most card advantage we have access to. Fountain Port, eat a map token? Because if we hit an Artist's Talent, that would be good. No dice. All these are... Or no, this is not instant. Another Fountain Port. I'm just gonna do this. Just flick them to death. We're not that far away from that being the move, like... Our opponent... Okay. I mean, I guess staggering your blast zones in a kind of like blank strategic sense. Or in a blank strategic way makes sense. But yeah, we can deal 4 damage to them just with cards in hand, and we draw 2 off of flick a coin, or like doing all that, so. That's good. The Virtue of Loyalty does stuff. My turn. Okay. Float, just to make sure our mana doesn't ruin itself. Virtue of Courage. Do we want to do that? It'd be kind of good. I don't know. Okay, yeah, the Azorius control opponent doesn't want to wait for me to pace out the rest of this burn. Good games to the opponent. We do okay versus just Azorius hard control, I guess, so that's neat. We're on the draw, we have burn and things. This is an okay hand. Just run it, or like, keep 7. Green. Frog? Oh, God. No, they know how to play their deck. Ugh, gross. I say they know how to play their deck because they played the Forest on one, but they didn't play the Rot Priest. A beginner mistake, effectively, with these decks is to play out the Rot Priest without protection. Brotherhood's End doesn't target, but we also don't necessarily want to let it just hit us. I am too fried for viewer games, I think Coloraka put. Maybe. I like the way you asked, though. Artist's Talent. You don't know I'm not Servine. You haven't seen me from, you know, chest down, from tit down. No, Ren's Resolve. Discard. Do we like these cards? Decline. 2 Brotherhood's Ends is a thing versus, you know, Rot Priest dot deck. Innkeeper's Talent goes brrr. We would like to make a decision. And that decision is Season of the Bold, Treasure, XL2, Exile 2, because we like cards. We can also ditch Caught in the Crossfire, I think. Found our land. I don't know, I guess Fountain Port. I don't actually know if I want to do Fountain Port. Kind of want to do Playful Shove. Just get cards happening and filter out this land with the Artist's Talent. Okay. We're getting time to work, apparently. The Toxic Gamer only had the 1 Rot Priest, I guess. Virtue of Courage? A Lagomorph. I absolutely should. Oh yeah. I was like, I should know Lagomorph. Bunny. Bunny. I'll take that. We leveled up Artist's Talent. Great. Playful Shove is sorcery only, so that's very low cost to do. Decline. Virtue of Courage. We will take the Virtue of Courage exile here. Neat. Artist's Talent. Toss this mountain. Level up this artist's talent. Flick a coin. This stuff's instant, so it's pretty low cost to hold up. Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. Gleeful Spell Thief. Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. Let's flick a coin. I assume they have at least one protection spell? Sure, I'll take that. Now we have to decline a bunch of artist's talent, but yeah, that's great. We burn through 2 protection effects while they have no, brain help. They have no, like, toxic or whatever. So we can... Pardon me. I'm skipping steps. Artist's talent. Virtue of Courage on Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. We will resolve, auto-pay. I'm going to ditch the Brotherhood's End at this point because they just clearly do not have the, you know, set up for stuff. I probably could have just shot them a couple times. Oh well. We'll get there. Decline, decline. Why, yes, I would like to draw 7 cards. We will do a shock. We're fine, we're good. Well, 6 more cards as a treat. And then, you know, just a playful shove between friends to close out the game. Good games to the opponent. Yeah, we just, you know, burn out the toxic creatures and then get to do the artistic talent thing, and that's neat. Sure. No super power. Yeah. Ren's Resolve, do that early. We hit a land and a shock, so that's okay. Are we versus blue-white control again? Shock Face, Assert Dominance. Playful Shove is a sorcery, and I'm not expecting them to play creatures. I care about killing at instant speed. So just use our mana, get stuff done. Fountain Port. Fountain Port is a reasonably good card to get there. I think we hold up stuff. We're getting another hard control matchup, I think. Fish. I crave a fish. Are they gonna spend removal on my fish? Sphinx. Caught in the crossfire, kind of awkward here. They are tapped out though, which is pretty cool and good for resolving Season of the Bold. Bep bep bep. Whoosh. So much land. Oh no, not like these. I think I should maybe tweak the mix between Caught in the Crossfire and Brotherhoods and could do some stuff. We want to Fountain Port Slurp, sorry, we should not be a chump. Hit them with the fish. Assert Dominance. If I've learned nothing else from Monty Python, it's that I should always hit people with fish. End turn, be sad about it making sense not to use the lightning strike there. Oh yeah. Team Fortress, holy mackerel. We love a holy mackerel here. Blip. They let that resolve. I'm annoyed that we have drawn so much land. Just because if, yeah, we hit a Brotherhood's End or whatever, we're fine. They cast a spell and we don't have anything that can shoot the thing. Please, we'll draw precisely a shock. A fish kill. Our opponent with actual cards in hand, meanwhile we're stuck like this. Artist's Talent into Koth. Yay, and a Sweeper into Lightning. This is good. We've had 2 or 3 games with, like, no Artist's Talent, and they are a very important part of the deck, so... Pleased to get one in an opener. Tiny Bones joins up. If they're playing discard, the Sweeper will probably be of limited utility. Maybe that's an incorrect assumption. Bet. Is 2 bats scary? Like, as is, they take one of these, we shoot it with the other one, we can get the thing back, although I think I actually want to land the Artist's Talent because that's, like, the important part of this hand. And we are very likely to just draw burn. Yeah. Artist's Talent also makes Koth cheaper, which is kind of neat. Deep Cavern Bat goes boop. De boopa de snoota. I think we can chill for a turn and level up the Artist's Talent. That makes our upcoming turn a lot more flexible in terms of, like, Koth, get the Virtue back, use the Virtue to shoot a thing, do whatever. Ooh, flick a coin. Magnifique. Love to flick a coin at a bat. No discard, because these cards are good. Fountain Port. We could level up Artist's Talent. No, we want loyalty counters on Koth, don't we? We'll toss the Fountain Port, because we're pretty likely to hit lands off of doing a Season of the Bold next turn, and also, hey, we have Koth. First game with Koth in the deck, and I'm already like, yeah, Koth. Cheap Koth is good. Cheap Koth gets instantly murdered, and you know what? Maybe that's okay. Lord Skeeter. Do we want to Brotherhood's End this? Is it a priority for us to Brotherhood's End this? I guess is the question. Not really. In particular, the thing I think I want to do is, like, Season of the Bold, bip, bip, bip. Do the bulk draw plus treasure mode. That's ended up being the main thing we do with it in this deck. And then, like, maybe we shoot Lord Skitter. No, Ren's Resolve is fun. We hit a lot of cards off of that, which is good. Yeah. Did I have to set a stop to dodge? Whatever. Okay, we'll shoot Lord Skitter now, I guess. Please. I thought it would hold priority with given that I have a billion instants, but guess I need to set a stop at combat. Up next, we Ren's Resolve and Brotherhood's End, probably. I think we can toss this Brotherhood's End. Sure. Play a land from exile. This Brotherhood's End. 3 damage to each creature and planeswalker. Toss this mountain. New artist's talent, who this? I like leveling this up plus burning a treasure here to just shock face. Because that's as much damage as playing out both of the shocks, but it develops the artist's talent, like it levels it up. And that tends to be where this deck really comes online and kills people. Yeah, discard deck. Vibing. Gisa, sure. I see Gisa and I think, okay, I'm just going to kill you next turn. Actually, I don't know if we have the mana to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I guess we can do some stuff. Flick a coin. Decline. Artist's talent. Let's toss this. Decisions. Just thinking about if I want to. We can do this and we can... No, Gisa's ward too, right. Don't mind me. I think we just try to set up to kill them next turn. We can take 7. Season of the Bold. Bet. I guess having to shoot a bat's bad. We use the Emberth Blaze to kill the bat specifically. Because we don't want to have to force ourselves into spending it before we cast the Virtue of Courage. Also insulates the Virtue of Courage against discard, which is good. Eight. 6. That's annoying. Kind of regretting tossing the sweeper, honestly. Play out a land. Virtue of Courage. Virtue of Courage. That might not be correct. I'm just hoping that we can get like a free roll off of the artist's talent loops, and that we won't have to necessarily rely on the Season of the Bold to do stuff. Dig it. Oh god, am I going to die to this? You know what, let's say that we don't want to spend... Yes, there we go, we're fine. It's all good. It is all good. Decision making. Oh, sure. We would like to playful shove something. A little playful shove, as a treat. Draw some cards, try to get an artistic talent firing. Are we versus another toxic deck? Oh, Benoit. Sure. Look at me being restrained and not sending the shock at their face. Look at me being less restrained and just sorcery speed lightning striking the bunny. They might have protection effects or whatever, which is why I don't particularly want to give them a chance to do that. Rabbit. Lava spur boots. Intriguing. We can hold up lightning strike or whatever. That probably makes sense, actually. Just because of the lava spur boots. If they're playing a smaller bunny and equipping boots to it, we have a window to, like, lightning strike that. Paw Patch, recruit. They equip it to booty. Would you like to equip it to booty? Opponent equip it to booty. We do it a shooty. Big Banoy. And we pass, and we my turn. This is awkward. Like just the shocks and the playful shoves, like not being able to quite get there. Oh. Just pass. If we're doing setup work, I think we want to like flick a coin. Yeah, the 1-drop that can be a 5-drop is neat. Or like a, 5/4. Sure. We want to just hit a sweeper at this point, huh? I've played a few games with these. These seem much more relevant versus my deck as compared to, like, versus a deck running Sunfall or something. Which is a little bit annoying. Oh god, really? Okay, guess I'll die, question mark? Me just flicking coins desperately, trying to be... We definitely need more Brotherhood's Ends. That's an oof owie. I see artist's talent. I think yes. Planes. Okay, Lifegain. I've been playing a couple decks. This deck... and gotten a few Lifegain matchups. I think this is one of the decks that does better into Lifegain. Or because of the way we scale up, we're actually pretty okay just, like, punching them for 25 in one really big turn. Decisions. I think I just want to shoot this. Get some filtering. And then we have the play with fire to shoot Pridemate. Or like the new bat. Or an Amalia, or whatever. Like do that before the trigger resolves. Dark Star, Augur, clap. The big bat. Flick a coin. Don't hate it. Do some card advantage junk, and now it dies to a shock. No, we want these cards. I find that, like, 2 artists' talents is, like, a kind of important or functional number. More than 2 gets to be a little excessive. Don't really want to just sweep, but I think we maybe need to just sweep. like, level up this artist's talent. Just do this, because it's the only burn we have in hand. The only burn that can damage for 2. Decline? Then, if they play another one of them... maybe not now. Life Creed Duo. This is fine. Okay. Let's take the low pressure turn to do a big Season of the Bold. Was hoping we would hit a land. 2 Virtues, Lightning Strike, Brotherhood's End. Those are okay. Like, we can just Brotherhood's End. They're really playing out all of those bats into a visible sweeper, huh? I mean, I guess their cases are live, so it's not like that big a deal, but still. Yeah, I think we just want to get stuff out of exile. More or less. I don't hate... We are... Yeah, there we go. Land drop is helpful for that. Which version of Season of the Bold would you like to cast this with? Decline. Actually, I don't hate leveling up here. We just really need the one Virtue of Courage, and losing a Lightning Strike is acceptable with, cranked up, like, Playful Shove or whatever. Because, yeah, they do this. And then we can just, like, Playful Shove, murder it. Land. Do the thing. Decline. Love a lightning bolt that draws a card. Get another artist's talent up and running, maybe? Sure. Let's, yeah, we have the 2. Do this. Get this Ren's Resolve doing stuff, and use these procs to filter. Get those 2 lands out of the way. Okay. That's good. Like, we can Virtue of Courage burn. Dark Star Augur. We do probably want to kill it. I wonder if we can kill them from 36 here. 1, 2, 3. No, not quite. Oh, we're so close to being able to kill them from 36. Level up this artist's talent. Do this. Are we okay giving them 1 draw? I kind of want to just spend on the Virtue of Courage this turn. I think we're okay giving them 1 draw as a treat. Uh... 31 cards. Seven. We can deal 42 damage to them this turn, I think. Okay, let's test that. Test that hypothesis. Decline. Now we get to do this thing. Do 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 do. Yeah, our opponent can see the math. Yeah, it's just like 7 mana, every burn spell costs 1. They all deal, I guess some of them deal 5, so my math was slightly off. But that's where I got the 42 number from, and it's like, yeah, we're fine. Another hard control matchup? Ugh. Okay, we got no more lies. 3 steps ahead. Goodbye. Yeah, that's one of those games where it's like, yeah, well, none of our things that help us compete in this matchup resolved, so save ourselves some time. Thinking out loud. Anyway, this hand, it's okay. Kind of want to do the Ren's Resolve here, just to hit land drops maybe, or not, that's cool. Just to hit land drops maybe? Ah, found our land. Okay, that's good. End turn. Opponent. They absolutely should have countered my, draw spell. Ral, Crackling Wit, Grixis Storm? Ugh, okay. Draw. Me just going from, like, very excited to, oh, it's this. Great. Yeah, sorry, we just want to bet. Do the Virtue of Courage, because it's overpriced, or, like, inefficient compared to Shock. And that uses all our mana. I think we just want to try to resolve Artist's Talent here now. Because we can pay for a soft counter, which is good. And then we can level this up, which makes all of these, like all of the bad burn cards, into good burn cards. Especially if we, like, level this up again next turn and use the Flick of Coins to kill a Shieldred or something. Sure, I'll take 4. If this is their best play, that's great for us. Land, level this up. Hold up the Flick of Coins. Because the Flick of Coins are now terrifying. Would you like to attack me with the land again, opponent? We wait for the attack trigger. Because we don't care about the mill, I don't think. And that makes them a lot less likely to have valid counters. Or like they can't have a soft counter then. We do this, 36 cards in library. Another Artist's Talent, neat. Resolve this stuff. Okay, my turn. Do this. Another Artist's Talent. Level it up. Level it up? Or we could take this... Let's take this opportunity to resolve a Virtue of Courage. Just because that's a huge card advantage piece for us. And we can always level this up next turn. I do think I maybe want to swap a Fountain Port for a Field of Ruin or something. Just because that... yeah, I don't know. Seems okay. Hi, Ral.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm fuzzy.
I'll shoot you. Just try to get this resolving before they have more cards in hand.
There's evidence here. Well, this was wasted time.
Oh, I have the main audio way too low, don't I? Okay. We play a land. We level up Artist's Talent. We give the opponent just a casual Playful Shove for 5 damage. And we impulse draw 5 cards. A little Lightning Strike is a treat. You know, is fine. Filter away the Fountain Port, filter away this Montagne. Cheeky little 7 cards. You know, as you do. Flick a coin at the opponent. We are at a point where we should be aware of milling out. The impulse draw, or exiling cards off the top, does not actually mill us out. Or like, we won't lose to that. But if we, for example, flick a coin and do stuff unnecessarily, then we absolutely would. Lightning Strike, or if we did like the Artist's Talent thing unnecessarily. Anyway, we do that and we murder the opponent. Good games to the opponent. Creatureless Burn. Creatureless Burning. Yep. 10-5? Cool. Keep this deck. Keep this deck, keep this hand. Would love to get this Artist's Talent down. Ooh, it resolves. Cool and good. Probably just level it up on 3 unless there's something we really need to Virtue of Courage. Because that will make our upcoming turns more powerful. Can we Koth? Just a cheeky little Koth as a treat. They're not playing out a lot of creatures, so I'm going to make the call that ditching the sweeper there is okay. Koth uptick. Grab a Montagne. Hold up a Virtue of Courage, maybe. Like, we can do filtering with that. And we probably want to get one of these down soon-ish. Bitter Triumph on Koth, sure. That's fine. Opponent plays another land and passes, question mark. Sure, we're dealing with another, do I want to do this? Sorry, now I'm just doing a think. Sure, do this, filter away a mountain. Oh, self-mill. Interesting. I'll level up this Artist's Talent, because now the Virtue of Courage can shoot the Reef. Filter away a mountain. New Artist's Talent. Neat. And yeah, we will hold up the Virtue of Courage. The Emberth Blaze, in case they animate the land again. They don't, so we will simply shoot them for 4. And filter away this Fountain Port. I said filter away the Fountain Port. We would like to do stuff. Don't know if we can fully level things up. No, sorry, we want to probably... I keep being indecisive. Let's artist talent. Or get this one down. I don't know that we need to immediately prioritize the... like, getting a Virtue of Courage down. So I don't hate doing this and, like, flick a coin Playful Shove. Flick a coin, free, because it's 1 mana and makes a treasure. Decline. We hit them for 3. Playful Shove. I guess we can, no, we'll chill. We can just kill them with the lightning strike. If they tap out, we will do that. I'll bite. I'll give this a shot. I think I will actually just filter away the Wren's... I don't know. We kill them. Me thinking about future turns doesn't matter because they had no counter magic for that 5 damage lightning strike. Good games to the opponent. Sure. We've got card advantage. We've got artist's talent. White deck, no play on 2. I am concerned. Like they could be a flash creature deck, although they didn't have resolute reinforcements or whatever. Oh, it's birds? Doing a think. I think leveling up artist's talent early is okay in this matchup, or should be fine. We certainly don't particularly care about taking 2. Season of the Bold? I don't know if they have, like, protection effects or whatever. The thing I'm kind of hoping I can do is just roll into a sweeper. Yeah, let's filter away this Fountain Port. We draw a mountain. Season of the Bold. Going to do stuff at some point. We hit a bunch of burn off of that. We can level up the artist's talent and use that, like use the burn we drew to kill the Metropolis Reformer into the 2/2. And that's nice, I like that. Wait, just waiting for stuff. Yeah, so we level up that, cast Playful Shove on the Metropolis Reformer. It will deal 3. We will filter away a Montagne. They gain 3, we do not care. We do enough damage to essentially ignore their life total. We will... I guess we want to send that face. We're doing all this at sorcery speed because we're going to lose the cards off of... from the Season of the Bold Impulse draw anyway. So, yeah. And we do this. I can maybe toss the Virtue of Courage. That might be a little bit impulsive if they have, like, enchantment removal, but I don't know. There's a bounding spring. So, we would like to do some things. Let's Spend a lightning strike on the Beza. Decline because all these cards are good. Season of the Bold, Treasure, Double Exile. These cards are good, again. Sorry, we hit our land drop for the turn, so we will get this Artist's Talent down. We're setting up to do the, you know, Windmill Slam into the dumpster turn. Can we do it this turn? No, we want to try to get the second one leveled up, I think. Oh, hi, you're fun. You're something I would be very panicky about if I were on a different build of Burn. Double level up the Artist's Talent. Yeah, we should be able to kill them next turn. I think we just do... Is there any value to trying to punch them now? I think we just do a Ren's Resolve. Toss that mountain, toss that mountain. The filtering on Artist's Talent is wild. Just in terms of, like, how much it helps you dig through your deck. Don't have enchantment destruction, don't have enchantment destruction. They are in white, so they could have, like a Banishing Light, or just a Disenchant. I don't think you should really be running strict Disenchants in Standard. A Loran or something could get lost. Okay. In that case, we should do this. Flick a coin their face. Decline. Ooh! Ooh! Oh my! Oh, this is so mean, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, we flick a coin, they go to 9. We, flick another coin. I couldn't know we would draw a flick a coin, but now that we've drawn a flick a coin. Discarding sorceries, because they're not going to be relevant before the game ends. Yeah. Oh, ooh. Oh my. Love to deal, what was that, 20 damage or whatever, over 20 damage, at instant speed. 22 damage at instant speed. Pretty good. Hell of a way to hit diamond. Yeah, good games to the opponent. Sure. It's a little bit land heavy, but we can use the Artist's Talent to filter away those lands. Land that. We have... Yeah, we're versus another Dimir opponent. Fountain Port goes brrr. Such Preacher, much Schism. Wow. I think we would just like to level up the Artist's Talent. Preacher's probably going to hit us for a turn or two, which is, like, not great, but... you know, we'll hit a sweeper or something, or just manually kill it with, like, Flick a Coin, Playful Shove. Cool and good. So we have the Brotherhood's End, and that's nice. Level up this Artist's Talent. We can't do it this turn. Kind of just want to flick a coin at the opponent, honestly. Maybe that's fine. I don't necessarily want to press myself into playing Ren's Resolve. Or rather, playing Ren's Resolve and then feeling obligated to play the things it exiles. We have enough stuff in hand that I'm okay just hitting them for 3, drawing a card, getting that stuff happening. Fountain Port eats the token? Question mark? Nope, they opt to keep the 1/1 lifelinker. Hit me for 3. Yeah. Now we'll do a Brotherhood's End. Toss a thing, or we'll try to do it, rather. Opponent 3 steps ahead of that. Sure. Toss a Montagna. We will flick a coin at the Preacher. Toss a Montagna. Playful Shove the Preacher. Decline. And we will save the treasure, I think. Okay. I assume they hit the Season of the Bold. That's the most generically useful thing for their deck. They could do... Ooh. Interesting hit. I think that is incorrect, probably. Because they don't have red like... Oh, maybe not. The level 3... Oh, they can't pay the red mana to level it up. I guess the filtering is still okay for them. I don't know. I think not depriving me of the Season of the Bold is... questionable. I maybe don't hate doing the 3-paw mode, actually, just for taking care of the 2/2s. Sure. Decline. Artist. Ooh, I love the hits here. Bonk. Great hits for us off of the Season of the Bold. And yeah, we will do the Ren's Resolve that we drew. Use that to kill that 1/1. Yeah, we massively overkill them with how the Season of the Bold works, but that's okay. It's more about not spending cards on doing that than it is about, like, doing that efficiently. Or not spending entire cards. We spend part of Season of the Bold to clear out their board. Anyway, we land and we level up Artist's Talent, level up Artist's Talent, I think. We set up to do a murder. Blind Season of the Bold, or the trigger misses. We have a handful of burn and stuff, so we don't necessarily want to do any of that. And, this seems good. We can flick a coin at Shieldred and kill a Shieldred, so that's neat. I suspect what's happening here is that the opponent has a lot of removal for creatures or whatever, and we are punishing that. Or we're getting a lot of equity out of not looking like or not being in the shape of a meta burn deck. Eesh. Fish takes me to 12. They chuck a, yep, Malicious Eclipse, sure. Flick a coin at the opponent. Koth cannot damage the opponent's face, and we are killing them this turn. So, yeah, we do this. Season of the Bold, huh? It's probably over expensive. Or maybe should have tossed the Ren's Resolve before the Season of the Bold. That's fine. Well, it's not like any of this really matters. I'm more talking through it for the purposes of, like, if you're on a thinner turn, how to prioritize things. Yeah, the opponent explodes, because we just do that until they die. Good games to the opponent. keep a saving. Montagna. Oh, wishing we had a shock right now. I've seen a lot more people playing Moran Banesplitter, and I don't know why. I really like Moran Banesplitter. This is not a critique. But it is confusing to me how I'm such a big, or like I've been such a big proponent of that card. And no one else has been playing it for months and months, but now all of a sudden I've seen like several opponents doing it. Heartfire Hero. If they had a Hammer Hands or something, or the Mouse Hammer Hands, War Squeak, that would be a good thing for the Heartfire Hero right here. As is, we're looking at like Flick a Coin or something. Spend all your mana, come on. Oh, now I have, okay, no, that's good. Very helpful, very good timing. Thank you, deck. Just being able to take care of both of them cleanly, as opposed to, you know, messing around with this stuff. Slick shot, show off. What's the damage? Dreadmaw's Ire, too. That's another... I think Dreadmaw's Ire is less good, or I'm less like... No, I get it. Because... Sorry, now I'm just thinking. I guess we just Koth. I don't really... If they draw another creature, Koth is, like, awkward, but we don't have much better plays in hand.
Side by sketch this.
Like, we can hold up a Virtue and... But it's a Slick Shot show-off, so... are we dead here? Looks like yes. Rip. Yeah, they're just able to spend their hands down pretty much. Dun 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 dun. Wow. We do okay against mono red in general, but we certainly can have games like that where we don't have like an artist's talent to make the Playful Shove, Flick a Coin or whatever good. So, rip. I see artist's talent and I keep. Now, artist's talent, Brotherhood's End, and I guess a shock, but yeah, that's what we're excited about. Vadmir. We will shoot at the Vadmir. We land the artist's talent, and now we should be okay. Or we should be... I mean, it depends on a bunch of stuff. Bandit's talent on us. If they're discard, their creatures are going to be bad. Sure. This is sort of an interesting call. Lightning Strike? No, Playful Shove, I think. We draw a land, which is good. Level up the artist's talent to help with stuff. Nice thing about this deck playing in discard is that we have pretty good filtering, and we also play from exile a lot. So our hand does not stay an attackable resource for long. Hi, Shieldred, we have enough stuff to kill you at instant speed. Decline. Yeah, we'll do this. Their Bandit's talent is going to come online soon. But that's acceptable. We will have like a turn or two to set up and do our stuff before I mean, I guess this might be fine for them. We'll see what they hit. I think getting the treasure here is fun. Yeah, that's fine. That's much better for us than the flick a coin getting got. Maybe would have double leveled up the bandits talent if I were them. I have also been playing a discard deck, but yeah, I think that's, I don't know, understandable doing the ruthless negotiation too. Okay. Do this. Decline. They should definitely, yeah, hit the level 3. Okay. Bandits talent level up. You know, let's give this a shot. Get a card out of hand, impulse draw 4. Surprisingly bad. Okay, that's less good. Or like not ideal. We can Fountain Port eat the treasure to draw a card. That's kind of awkward though. Vadimir's fine. Karabek is less than ideal. Ooh, Playful Shove though. Doing a think. Playful Shove Kirvek first. I think that makes the most sense. Ooh, love to flick a coin. That also makes leveling up this artist's talent better because we get more value out of the generic effect. Or the generic cost reduction, rather. We can do stuff here. I guess burning the treasures is maybe not ideal. Or it's probably worth it to keep the option of Fountain Port doing the sack a treasure for a draw thing. You love to see it. That much damage plus 2. Lightning Strike them for 7. Omewa Shinderu. Now, so we draw 7 cards here. Good thing we do too, apparently. A lot of lands. We do this. Exile another 6 cards off the top. And, you know, final cheeky shock to close the game out. Yeah. Cool and good. Just clean, you know, suplex turn there. Closing out the game. Good games to the opponent. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.